Coming to you live from New York City, it's Jim Caruso's Pajama Cast Party. And now, here's your host, Jim Caruso.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you come in. Wow! What a show this is going to be. We've had so many cancellations. This has never happened before. But it's been kind of a crazy day. Some people got their wires crossed, and some people are coming to us from England, where they can't go outside now to get together to perform together. Oops. So there's a new lockdown. So they thought it was during the day. It's not. It's at night. It was a whole mishigas, if I may use that term. Anyway, welcome to Monday. Welcome to Pajama Cast Party. Welcome mostly to me. My name is Jim Caruso. I will be your flight attendant for the evening. We have a fantastic show. We really have a fantastic show. Considering like a third of it was put together today, and 1/5 of it was put together 5 minutes ago. I'm not even kidding. Okay. On the show tonight, we have the brilliant Debbie Wileman. We have James Harkness. We have Erin Kinsey. We have Victoria Shaw. And we have John Bucchino. Yeah. Very excited. There's so much to discuss. Have I mentioned there's a Christmas album? I think I have. This Christmas album that I did, it's called Christmas at Birdland. I did it last year with Billy Stritch and Clea Blackhurst and Steve Doyle and Daniel Glass on bass and drums and Dave Koz on sax and Donny Osmond on vocals. That's right. It's for sale. It's so much fun. It's just flying off the shelves. Flying. We're doing a Christmas show coming up. It's the Christmas show of this, essentially, taped at Birdland with no audience. That was fun, but it actually. Oh, there it is. It actually was really fun. Clea and Billy and I, and Steve and Daniel, and special guests Luke Hawkins tapping his way into your hearts. A little chat with Dave Koz and marvelous Marilyn May. It's going to be good. What else do I have to tell you? Oh, so much crap. So much crap. Our gift shop, the ye old gift shoppy at the Pajama Cast Party. Thank you. The Pajama Cast Party website. We have a Christmas ornament. Yep. Ruby, do you have the Christmas at Birdland Christmas ornament? That's okay. We can show that later if you have it. And we have the always popular Cast Party candle, which is lit on my desk right now. It is so fabulous. I do want to tell you about this candle. It's made by artists here in town, out of work, like everybody, performers that went into this beautiful candle company called We Light. It's WeLightHome.com. It's really a wonderful scent. It's not like a holiday scent. It's not like brownies or gingerbread or anything. It's very light, and it's absolutely great. And it's been burning in my home since we got these in. They are truly delightful. Ruby. Oh, Ruby.
Oh, Jim.
Oh, hi. How are you?
How are you?
Never better. That's my new answer. That's my new answer, because
you know what?
Everybody's going to hell and is annoyed and tense and everything. So nobody cares that I'm annoyed and tense. I'm just going to say never better.
I mean, honestly, I was not annoyed and tense. I was the opposite of annoyed and tense. I went to the chiropractor today, so I was blissful and loose.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe you don't want to announce that, but
right.
yeah.
Yeah, right. No, I'm doing okay though. And you know what? I was tense for like 30 seconds, but then it really helps to have a very talented mother who I literally called and said, "Are you wearing makeup? Because if not, you need to put some on right now and come on my show." So
I know. We had a last second cancellation, and Ruby happily called her mom, who happens to be an award-winning, billion-selling songwriter. So she is painting it up right now. I have no doubt. And she's gonna kill you. She's fantastic, and I thank her so much for doing that. It's Julie Halston's birthday.
I'm drinking out of my darling mug.
How dare you not be drinking out of your pajama cast party mug?
Well, you can buy them both from the same website, Jim. So I'm just cross-promoting here. And I'm exposing our audience to Virtual Halston if they have no idea what I'm talking about.
That's right. Julie Halston does a weekly show every Friday. Is she watching? I'm not looking at the comments because it usually kind of makes me crazy. But anyway, it's her birthday. And because it's her birthday, that's Virtual Halston, we did a very special ornament for your Christmas tree.
Well, bam.
Come on. Oh, we don't get the video? We don't have the whole...
Jim, I had a cancellation 3 minutes ago. I got the picture up.
Fine, be that way. Yeah. Also available. Buy one for Julie. Do it for the kids. And Julie, me, Ruby, Billy Stritch, Clea, Gabrielle, everybody we know is up for a Broadway World Cabaret Award. Go on there, go to the Broadway World and check on it and vote for all of us or none of us or some of us. There.
If nobody else, vote for Julie because it's her birthday.
I mean, would it kill you to vote for Julie? Yeah, so that's fun because awards are fun to win. They just are. I do want to do a shout out to Gregson Reinert in North Carolina. I think he's watching tonight. Hi. I hear he's a fan of the show. That makes me very happy. And thank you for watching, Gregson. First of all, I'm changing my name to Gregson. That is like the greatest name ever.
Oh,
Ruby, huh?
Wait, can I give a shout out?
No.
Oh.
Yes, of course.
I happened to stumble upon the best little shop in New York City that I have ever found earlier this week. And my mom and I stopped in because my mom and I passed the store and she said, if this is not a Jim Caruso shop, I do not know what is. So we asked the shop owner, we said, would you happen to know a Jim Caruso? And he said, I just had dinner with him 3 weeks ago. So I think we need to shout out the store because it's truly the best thing I've ever found in my life.
It's
Fine
great.
and dandy. It is so fantastic. And I know that they watch our show every week, so we have to give them a shout out.
Those guys are so great. Fine and Dandy is like a very gentlemanly store. They have beautiful ties. They have pocket squares, scarves, suspenders, books, cards, just some antique things, some Christmas ornaments, but it's all very gentlemanly. Cufflinks, tie bars, it's everything I love. And they are the kindest, nicest guys you could ever know. We should bring them on sometime.
Absolutely.
Just to talk about how great the store is.
I wanted to give them a shout out because it's the holiday season and shopping small is so incredibly important. So when we stopped in, my mom actually bought 2 masks for herself. They're the cutest little like plaid flannel masks. We're obsessed with them. So I just wanted to give them a shout out because I thought it was such a small world that of all the stores to walk into, it was that one.
I wore mine today. I have a beautiful Tattersall, that's right, kind of a flannel mask that everybody always thank you, Liz. That everybody always comments on. It is fantastic. These are the reasons we live in New York, because of just the hippest, most. I know there's cool stores everywhere. Don't yell. I'm just saying New York has just an abundance of cool, interesting, wonderful spaces that we just love. So, and they also have an online presence. So look up Fine and Dandy. It's a wonderful clothing store in Midtown, New York City. Our friend Justin Squiggs Robertson, every week or almost every week, it joins us and does a quick sketch of everybody that performs on Pajama Cast Party. And I know he's sketching furiously right now. He usually starts with me and Ruby because we start the show. So Ruby, can we look over his shoulder and just see what's happening?
All right, put on your glasses, Jim.
I know, shut up.
Oh!
Oh, wow.
Are we snowmen? Or wait, are we? Yes!
Oh, that's so cute. Either that or I have the biggest ass. What is happening? No, that's snowmen. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, we're so festive. And you know what? I think this is going to be a festive night too, because I think my mom said she might be singing a Christmas song. So Squiggs is already getting us in the spirit.
I am in it. I am in it to win it. I love the I can't believe who says that?
You did.
I've never said it in my life. In it to win it. I am so in the season, partly because of this. You know, it's just, I like this season. I like plaid. I like tartans. I just like it all. Here's. I just want to say one thing, and then we have to start. I have never heard the word hunker more in my life. What did hunker? Is this a new word that we need to say every 12 seconds? Hunker down, everybody. It's time to hunker down. I'm not hunkering. Staying in, but I'm not hunkering. Let's start. Ruby, are you ready to go?
I am so ready. If you need me, just scream. I'm always.
Oh, we probably will, because somebody between now and the end of the show will cancel on us.
Actually, Jim, I meant to tell you I'm actually canceling on being the producer for tonight. So I'm going to need you to just take over. If that's
right.
Okay.
I'm going to get John Davidson to host. It's all going to be great.
Okay.
Okay. My first guest went from being a suburban housewife, and I'm using air quotes because I know that's kind of a ridiculous thing to say about anybody, in her native England, to becoming an international internet sensation thanks to the pandemic. She's one of the first Pajama Cast Party guests to make a return visit. Please welcome, all the way from the UK, Debbie Wileman.
Hello. Hi.
Hello. How are you?
I love that you're so festive, Jim.
I love this time. I love this holiday.
Me
How
too.
are you? And you look great. You look very holiday.
Thank you. Well, I try, darling. I try.
How's everything in the UK?
Cold. Oh, it's freezing. But, all right. We've just come out of our second lockdown. So where I live, you can go in a restaurant, but only with the people in your house. So you're not allowed to go inside anywhere with anyone you don't live with at the moment. But it's better than total lockdown.
Yeah. Oh, I know. It's just sad. It's very weird and nervous making. What part of UK are you in?
North Essex. I'm a Londoner, but I live in North Essex.
Yes. Okay. Well, you have the most gorgeous voice, but it's what you can do with that voice that's garnered you some of this crazy online audience that you're getting. You're really getting good numbers now, aren't you?
It's mental. Yeah, it's really crazy. It's completely, I had no idea, I just started doing it at the beginning of the first lockdown for my friends who might be by themselves, and thought, I'll sing a song on Facebook for them. And it's crazy.
It's changed everything, and now we know you, and I know Billy Stritch knows and loves you, and you've done some projects with him, and well, I can't wait for this all to be over so you can come over and hang with us, because I have a feeling you're a really good hang. You do such great impressions of Dusty Springfield and Patsy Cline, Liza, Cher, Shirley Bassey. Come on.
Yes, darling. I do a spot of Shirley. My
I love her.
grandmother worked in a department store with her because my mum is actually from Cardiff, like Shirley is.
Yeah.
Yeah. David Howells, I think, was the department store.
Oh, that's so funny. She came to Cast Party once. Did I tell you this?
No.
Yes, she came to Cast Party. She had just gotten off an airplane, so she was in big sunglasses
Excellent.
with rhinestones, it was studded, so you don't notice her.
Yeah.
And a baseball cap that was all studded and diamondy and
DSB in like initials, possibly.
Yes, exactly. So nobody looks. And I went over and I said, Shirley, it's so thrilling to have you here. Do you want to sing? And she said, no. It was like I had asked Norma Desmond to sing. She got very grand. I was like, no, it's okay. I was just asking. It's what I do.
Yeah.
But
right.
she was, all of a sudden, she was panicked that I was going to, make her get up or something. We don't do that. Only on Pajama Cast Party do we call our friends at the last second.
With 5 minutes to go.
Yes, exactly. Throw on some makeup. But she watched the whole show and really seemed to like it. And then at some point she left, and I announced that she had been there, and people booed me for not announcing her when she was there. So there you go. Okay. Do you have a little girl?
I do, yeah.
How old?
She
3?
just turned 3 2 weeks ago. There she is.
Look at that face. Do you entertain her with your voices?
Yeah, a bit. She's not that interested.
Right.
She
She's
likes
like, Judy Garland, what?
Yeah, she's not bothered. She'd rather me be one of her cartoon characters like Morph or something like that. But
Of course
yeah.
she would. Okay. I want you to start our holiday season with a bang.
Not on the internet. Oh, that sort of bang.
Yes, you know what I mean. And by the way, can we just say you're in your car?
I am. My neighbour complains about noise. He bangs on the wall and is vile. I don't care who knows it on the internet. He whams on the wall, goes, very quiet. So
Does he know who you are?
Obviously not. I don't really.
What's his name?
John.
John, this one's for you.
Yes. Can you hear me through the wall, John? I'm sat
help
inside
us
my car,
get into the
garage.
holiday spirit, my friend.
I will. I'm in my car inside my garage, so hopefully I won't asphyxiate myself like Thelma Todd. So I've not got the engine running. Don't worry.
No, that's good. I feel better now.
Yes. Sorry. Back to the song.
You're crazy.
In a good way, I hope. So, yeah, here we are, everyone. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. Next year all our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. Next year all our troubles will be miles away. Once again, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore, faithful friends, that are dear to us will be near to us once more. Someday soon we all will be together if the fates allow. Until then, we'll have to muddle through somehow. So have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
It's just perfect.
Ah, thank you.
I mean,
Oh, shut up.
Was that your neighbor?
That was my phone.
Is it somebody calling you?
The backing track. No, it was what came after the backing track. It's an advert.
I thought maybe it was John screaming at the front.
He's not that cool. No. Very quiet.
I love you for doing that and for coming to us. By the way, it's 1 a.m. Well, it's 1:22 a.m. Over there. And thank you for staying up late and for entertaining us so royally and regally. What a treat.
It's my absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for asking me to come on. And also, if anyone is voting on those Broadway World Awards, me please as well.
What are your
best vocalist, darling? Oh, what am I fanning myself with?
Oh my God. Oh, how fun.
Oh, yes.
Oh. Best vocalist. Well, that's an understatement.
05, Jim.
Everybody vote for Debbie.
And Jim. Oh, I pointed the wrong way. That way. Jim.
Yeah. Oh, that's me. Yeah. Oh, no, there we are. No, you point and I'll. Oh, it's too confusing.
Yeah.
Thank you. You can go to sleep now.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you too. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And Ruby.
Yes. That is a great impression. What a gorgeous, gorgeous voice. And the saddest song really ever in the world. What we didn't talk about was why we do this. Why do we do this? Perhaps you're wondering. We do it to entertain, the millions of people watching right now. What? The thousands of people watching right now. It's just such a weird time. We started doing this 35 weeks ago, and we've been doing a show every single week. And we didn't do election night. That was a Monday we could not deal with. It was the night before election night. I was in no mood. But 35 nonstop. And we're here to bring you some happiness, some laughs, some entertainment, some of the greatest singers in the universe, singers, dancers, whatever we think will make you happy. And the one thing that we ask is that if you have a couple bucks, you can send us a tip or a donation. The platform costs something. This wreath ain't cheap, people. Actually, it was cheap. But we also like to make a donation every single week to Broadway Cares, Equity Fights AIDS, or the Actors Fund. Two organizations that I love, that I've worked with for years, and that do such incredible things for performers and anybody involved in show business. lighting designers, dancers, the people who pull the curtain, if that's even a job anymore. I always say that that's probably electric now. But the prop people and the ushers, and they're all under the roof of Broadway Cares and the Actors Fund. So this is a terrible time for so many artists right now. And it just does my heart good to be able to send them a nice donation every week, thanks to you. So that's why we do this. So thank you. You can go to Venmo or PayPal and take care of all that. James Harkness. You know the term triple threat? This was like made for this guy. Hey, if you've enjoyed him, his talents as an uber song and dance man on Broadway, you've probably seen him in Beautiful, The Color Purple, Chicago, Aida, but it was his brilliant performance as Paul Williams in Ain't Too Proud that really shook up the New York scene. Here he is. It's James Harkness.
You are so sweet. How are you, man?
How are you?
I'm good. I cannot complain. I truly, truly cannot complain.
I mean, that's kind of how I feel when I say never better. It's like, first of all, we could all complain, but
yeah,
really,
absolutely.
It just seems inappropriate because we're in our New York apartments. We're able to get online and entertain people. And you have that awesome jacket on. What the heck is that?
It's this really cool denim jacket that I found at Macy's. I just loved all the color.
It's so good.
It's good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
You're a very stylish guy. First of all, Ruby, throw up that picture of the cast at a party. What?
Yeah.
I could not choose a jacket if I had to. They are all so incredible. I would have to just have them all. That's it.
That was our opening night looks
that
for Ain't Too Proud.
I want to talk about Ain't Too Proud. Other than saying it's about the Temptations, how do you even tell somebody what it's about? What do you say if they haven't seen it?
Man, it's hard because it encompasses so much.
I know.
But ultimately, for me, it's about brotherhood and lifting people up in the trials that people go through to get where they want to get to. And sometimes you don't reach there, and how you survive that. So what I often tell people is the whole thing is actually in the title. It's not just Ain't Too Proud. It's the life and the times of the Temptations. So if you can look at your own life and times and see some of the things that you went through, you know that you're getting ready to watch something that you're going to be able to relate to. Because regardless of their fame and what they have brought into the world, the Temptations, one of the most iconic groups that exist, they're human beings that went through some really, really serious things. And there is something for everyone to relate to, regardless of where you're from and what you look like.
Absolutely. And what superstars they were. They had, was it 15 number one hits?
Yeah. But
it's hard to believe that, nowadays that anybody could have 15 number ones.
Right.
I don't know. How does that happen? And during the show, you just keep saying, oh my God, that's them too. That's them. It's like, you can't believe it.
Yeah. Well, and also the longevity of their career. Because they're still, while the original Temptations, aside from Otis Williams, have all since passed, the name The Temptations still stands. They are still out. They are still working on new music. They're actually working on new music right now. So, and that is one of the things that you don't really see from groups that started back at that point in time. Some of them may still be out on the road performing, but that they still have a drive to create new music is really something.
Yeah. Well, your cast, I want to talk about that cast. It was just gobsmacking that the talent on that stage. Are you guys extremely close? I would think you would be. It looks like a cast that would hang together.
Yeah. frankly, I believe to tell that story the way that we were able to tell it, you have to be close.
Right.
You just
Right.
have to be. And we have so much respect for each other as well as love for each other. We have so much fun together, but we also know when it's time to buckle down and get the job done, we know how to get the job done.
I'll say, oh my God, the work involved in that, the choreography is so ravishing. It's just thrilling. Since the Broadway lockdown, have you all stayed in touch? I'm assuming there's a big Twitter, not Twitter, like a big group.
We have a group
messaging. Yes.
Yeah. So there's always something on it, at least 20 to 25 to 30 messages per day, or a post or whatever. Yeah, we definitely stay in touch with each other. You know, it's a family, and that includes the temps that have left the show and the new groups of people that have come into the show.
Yeah. What's the future? Do we know what's happening with once we reopen? There's nothing. Yeah.
Nope. And you know, it's a scary thing and it's a touchy subject. But I have to say honestly how I feel about the fact that, you know, we're waiting for theater to come back to life. We're waiting for live performance to come back, specifically us here in New York City for Broadway. And I know that it has caused issues, like people are losing their health insurance. We have rent to pay. There's all sorts of things that are issues with where we're at right now. But I also firmly believe that it should open when it's time. Because if we were to come back too soon, because there's so many cogs involved in a show. It's not just the people that come and sit and watch the show and the people on stage. You have the people behind the stage. You have the people that run the house. It's a huge machine. And if people were to start coming back to the city and then they're heading back to wherever they live and they're starting to get sick and somehow that gets pinpointed back to theater.
The worst. It can't happen.
You know what I mean? It's going to be like, okay, you know, we gave it a shot and we're going to put that away. You know, I've said a few times about my comparison of the fact that a lot of times they think that the arts is just, oh, guys, you guys are having fun. They don't recognize the fact that it is our livelihood. It is our careers. It is how we put food in our mouths, take care of our homes, want to buy homes, et cetera, et cetera. And they'll cut arts funding from schools in a hot second because they don't think that it's important. So I kind of correlate that a little bit to theater. It's just like, oh, well, we tried it, so theater's not important. We're going to push that to the side.
No, that can't happen. Yeah.
As hard as it is, and as much love as I have for my Broadway family and my theater family, I want it to be able to open when it's time so that it's open.
That's right. That's right. What's the number in the show that you're most excited to do again?
Oh, man. Look, I think that when theater comes back, it's going to be that first number for every single show.
Yeah. I'm getting chills just thinking about it.
That first number, and the way our show works, which you've seen it, our entrance, I really have no idea what it's going to be like. There are moments.
Roofs all over Midtown are going to be flying off of buildings.
Well, here's what I'll get back to a number in the show that I'm actually interested in doing, and I want to see what it's going to be like. But I also had this thought: what if every show that is on Broadway that's going to be coming back and opening up? I was like, what if all of our night was the same night? That everyone had their opening night at the same time. Mm-hmm. The amount of energy that would be existing in the Times Square area would be insane. Like everyone getting to experience that at the same time would be phenomenal. It's probably
somebody has to throw the biggest party in the history of Broadway.
Yeah.
Right after that.
At Glass House Tavern.
At Joe Allen. And you but beyond that, you write too. You're not just singing other people's songs. You write.
I do. Yeah. It's something that I've been doing for a long time. And it's just lately that I've really just been trying to get out of my fear of it. I love it, but it's like it's putting it out there that is difficult.
Oh, scary. I bet.
So, but I appreciate you. I really do.
Well, I appreciate you, and I think you're maybe going to sing one of those original songs right now.
I am. Yeah.
What are you going to do?
I wrote this song in like 2016 because I was looking at some pictures of me, and I was looking at pictures of younger me, and then I looked up and looked at me, and I wondered about that kid, and so I wrote a song to that kid.
Oh, great!
Yeah,
do it for us.
So it's called Hey Yesterday. So yeah, we're gonna do it. Here we go. Yeah. I came across a picture of myself the other day when I was young and free. I looked in the eyes of that boy a million miles away from where I've come to be. There is so much hope in his eyes, 'cause life is all within his reach. And I looked up at my reflection, tried to smooth the years away, heard a voice in my heart say, hey, yesterday. If I look you could see through those eyes so far away. Though it's not what we dreamed, it's more than I could have seen from that life so far away. Yeah. My mind is like a scrapbook I can't seem to put away, full of my hopes and dreams. And I lose myself in the pages when life gets too rough for me, escaping from reality. Like a playground with slides, I'll slide up to the sky. It all seems so easy to be. And I hold on to that reflection as I ease the pain away. And the voice in my heart says, hey, yesterday. Ooh, yes. Oh, would you be so proud of me? From that life so far away. More time has passed than I could have imagined, trying to chase that dragon, imagining if I catch it there'll be something for me I can have and hold. Yeah. And my dreams will never die. They are the wings on which my life thrives. Because a man without no dreams has no hope, and with no hope there is no living. And I want to live for you. Hey, yesterday. Would you be so proud of me? Oh, from that night, so far away, yeah. If my life you could see through those eyes, so far away. It's not, no, but we've come so far away. Hey, little boy in the mirror, I'm still working to be the best for me. So you can be proud of the person I have come to be.
Yes, Slow Jam. I love that. Oh, that's such a good vibe. What a beautiful song, wonderful lyric. You need to write and write and write. Keep doing it.
I am. I've actually written so much. Oh, hey Rick, thank you so much. I've written a lot. It's just like I said, I'm trying to get out of my way and just do what I love to do.
Well, God. Oh, you know what? I didn't have you answer the question. What number you're most looking forward to doing when you get back?
Honestly, it's not a number. It's a scene in the show. You remember the scene on the bus?
Mm-hmm.
I'm really looking forward to see what that is going to feel like. For those of you who don't know, the Temptations, as they were coming up in their time and they were struggling as 5 young Black men to find their place in this nation, it was in the 60s. And of course, you know what that time period was like. And so there's a scene that happens in our show that happened to the Temptations in real life, where they were being shot at in their vehicle as they were trying to go to leave a venue. So I'm very curious to see what that is going to feel like in this temperature that we live in right now, with everything that is going on with Black Lives Matter, how that is going to resonate with people, how the scene about Martin Luther King is going to resonate with people, which is a scene that is very important and pivotal in the show, but it's also pivotal in so many people's lives. And I have to say, I remember there was someone who reviewed the show that basically said that that scene was unimportant, that said anytime that we touched on social issues, that was something that was just like, it's like, oh, they didn't really need to do that. But when they sing and they dance, boy, is it great. And I'm paraphrasing.
Wow.
But that's something that really hurt me, because I was like, it is important. It's intrinsic to the story. So for me, it made me feel like, oh, so you're happy when Black people are singing and dancing for you. But when they want to talk about something that actually is important and was important to this country, that it was like, oh, that was, that part.
It's mind-blowing that somebody would have the balls to put that in print. That's despicable. Well, I love this show because it is such a great look at that time, that period, those views. And then, of course, you guys just killing it every night, singing and dancing your feet off. I've never seen choreography like that. It's thrilling. You're an incredible performer to watch. And,
Thank you.
And I'm so happy you were here with us tonight.
Thank you. And thank you guys all. I appreciate it. Congratulations on your nominations.
Thank you very much.
That's amazing.
Thank you, my friend.
This is terrible of me. But the woman who sang before me, can you please tell me her name again?
Debbie Wileman.
That was insane.
I know. Isn't it good?
I just sat there and I was like, wow.
I know.
And then I was like, wow, wait, I have to go on after that.
It's like not even an impersonation. It's like she's channeling something, she's extraordinary.
That was incredible. Thank you.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm sure she'll be delighted to hear that. Thank you, James. Oh, Lisa Lambert's clapping. Colin Mockery. This is those are both Canadians. How random is that? And they know each other. James, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you all.
I look forward to seeing you really soon.
Likewise. All right. Bye.
Take care. Oh, great. He's wonderful. He's wonderful. Again, we're happy to accept your tips, your donations, Venmo, PayPal. Keep this thing going. We want to keep this going as long as you want it. And the best way for you to show us you want it, little donation, $5, $50, $500, $5,000. I will send you the cast party shower curtain. I love those purple stars that twirl in the corner. That makes me so happy. Okay. Our next guest is our only guest that's a singer-songwriter who plays 7 instruments. She's also the only one who has a very important song in the radio right now, right this very second, which was recorded by, listen to this, Dolly Parton, Monica, Jordan Sparks, Sarah Evans, and Rita Wilson. What? Yeah. One song, all those great singers. Here's Erin Kinsey.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
What intro? I'll take that any day.
I mean, first of all, thank you for saying yes at the last minute. It wasn't as last minute as one of our upcoming guests, but it was just a few hours ago. You said, "Yeah, I'll do something."
Of course. I'm excited to be here.
Okay, so wait, 7 instruments. Are you like an overachiever or something, or are you just trying to make the rest of us look bad?
No, I had no friends in high school. Is what it was. I had plenty of time.
That is hilarious. You always make me laugh, and I'm always surprised by that. Ruby has a great picture of you and me at the Franklin Theater last year. We did Cast Party in Nashville at the gorgeous Franklin Theater, and you sang and clearly made me laugh just as hard.
Well, I'm glad.
But I didn't know you're from Rockwell, Texas.
No, yeah, a little small town east of Dallas.
I lived in Dallas 18 years. I know it well.
Really? So there's a lake and a movie theater. That's about it.
And that's all.
Another reason for the instruments.
Yes, I get it. I get it. Dallas is fun. I did this in Dallas, believe it or not. I had an open mic night in Dallas forever. Who knew this was a thing? Actually, I'll tell you, since you're like a big muckety muck now, I heard these 4 girls singing somewhere like in North Dallas during a brunch, and I booked them in the club where we were working. They were called the Dixie Chicks.
Oh, very nice.
I don't know if you've heard of them. Anyway,
yes.
This really important song that I was telling about, you didn't write it alone. I know that.
Actually, your next guest was one of my co-writers.
She was. Why do you think I'm bringing it up?
Yeah.
No, it's the best. She's the best.
Oh, she was awesome. And I mean, writing again with Jody Marr as well. I was 18 walking into that and I was very nervous because they are just such legends.
She is.
Yeah.
They both are. I wish I would have had I wish I could see a clip of you all watching the finished product from that video the first time when you're seeing Dolly, Rita, this singing it for the first time all together. Tell the story about the song.
Well, first off, that moment was insane. They all have such unique voices that you can hear each and every one of them. So it was amazing. But we wrote this song. I wrote it, walked into the right after I found out that my manager, Amy Fish, who is like a second mom to me, she moved to Nashville with me. We've been so tight. She told me that she just went into remission for her 1-year battle with breast cancer that she didn't open up to anyone about. So walking into that I had a little bit of a heavy heart, and I got to know Victoria pretty well by this point, and it was my first write with Jody, but Victoria could tell something was off. So she asked me what was up, and I told her what I found out about Amy. And again, kind of a perfect storm situation. Victoria had been saving a title for a little bit at this point. That was Someday Pink Will Just Be Another Color, talking about how someday women and families won't have to fight breast cancer anymore. So we all felt the song in the room that day, as they say. So we wrote it, and we knew we had something special, but I think we really knew it was something that was going to help so many women and families after we saw Amy's reaction. She told us immediately, she was like, I could just see this while women are getting treatment, that listening to this song of hope that that was our main goal when writing, was creating a song of hope. So it's been a crazy ride.
It's so beautiful. The video is gorgeous. The recording is gorgeous. The arrangement is so pretty.
That's all Vic. That is all Vic.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
But what about Dolly Parton. What
Oh my
about
gosh.
that? She's magical. What is it about her?
Completely. So a funny story is, so this all happened during quarantine. This actually all happened over the course of like 8 weeks, which is a whole other story. But during quarantine, we were all socially distancing, and Victoria had just got the news that Dolly said yes, and she drove over in her convertible, and through 6 feet away, she told me, and it was about the craziest moment ever.
I mean, you would have been thrilled just if with one of those singers doing it, but this huge,
any of them.
I mean, any of them, but this huge "We Are the World" of it all is just, it's a thrilling recording. I really urge everybody, Ruby, throw the graphic up so we can see it and so they know what they're looking for. Look at those goddesses, really.
Well, and you can go to komen.com, KOMEN.org/pink, and you can see the song, and on YouTube is the video, and you can learn all about it.
And Susan G. Komen, for whom that is named, was a Dallas lady.
Yeah.
That all started in Dallas.
Company. So exactly, everything it was the perfect storm coming together, creating something that is doing so much. It's actually urging a lot of women to go get early detection, which after learning so much about breast cancer while working with Susan G. Komen, the biggest thing we found out is the number one way to have, even if you test positive to have breast cancer, to be able to save your chances so much is by just early detection. So this song, some of the comments we've seen on our own pages as writers, but also on Dolly's pages and Monica's and all of the artists that said yes, is this just reminded me to go get my mammogram. This is, making me feel confident. So it's really already saving lives, which is absolutely insane.
Can you believe that you were a part of something that's truly making a difference?
No, I mean, it's always been a goal of mine. It's been, people ask why you do music, and I'm like, I want to make a difference. I want to, leave my mark on the world. But to get to do it so early and over such a time of darkness, honestly, getting to bring so much hope, it's been, I mean, it can be better.
Well, they can certainly buy the record. I'm assuming the proceeds go to the Komen Fund.
Yeah.
And you definitely need to hear those ladies sing this song. But it's always thrilling to hear a songwriter sing their song. So you're going to do it for us right now, right?
Yes, sir.
Can't wait. Sing it.
Someday, pink will just be a color, not a ribbon to remember a best friend or a mother. And someday you won't have to put a wig on, and a baseball cap will just be a hat, and not something to hide under, 'cause your hair is gone. And some days coming any day. You gotta believe without seeing. Gotta keep going, keep breathing. When you face a day that feels like you're gonna break, lean on the ones that love you, the guardian angels above you, and think about when pink is just another color. Someday, your time will be your own time. No waiting rooms or doctor's news that makes you wanna cry. And someday, we're gonna have a party. We'll pop pink balloons with people who know love can be an army. And Sunday's coming any day. You gotta believe without seeing. You gotta keep going, keep breathing. When you face a day that feels like you're gonna break, lean on the ones that love you, the guardian angels above about when pink is just another color? Ooh, just another color. Someday is coming any day. You gotta believe without seeing. You gotta keep going, keep breathing. When you face a day that feels like you're gonna break, you gotta believe without seeing. You gotta keep going, keep breathing. When you face a day that feels like you're gonna break, lean on the one inside of you, the guardian angels above you, and think about when pink is just another color. Ooh, just another color.
Oh God, it's so. I like anything that ends like that. That is a beautiful, gorgeous, inspiring song.
Thank you. It's one I'm definitely very proud of.
I bet you are, and your voice is just stupid. Stupid.
Oh my gosh, everyone's voice. I don't know. Like James and Debbie both. I'm sitting here like jaw on the floor the entire time.
I know. We know some talented people here at the Pajama Cast Party.
I know. I'm honored to be a part of them.
Oh God! Well, you have to come back more often. And
I would love to.
Next time, maybe we'll even give you more than 2 hours of promotion.
Hey, if you don't need to, that's totally cool too. I would do it in a heartbeat. So thanks.
You're the best.
And
well, thank you
for letting me play that song. Again, you can find it at komen.org/pink, and you'll find everything you need to know. All the information's there.
Fantastic. Maybe Ruby will do a little thing that we can put up at the end to make sure everybody knows exactly where to go. Because
awesome.
I would love to be, to do as much as we possibly can to spread the word. Well, you're so delightful, and thank you for joining us tonight. Happy holiday, and thanks for coming all the way from Nashville. You must be exhausted.
Yeah, it's been a crazy ride, but only 2 hours to get there. But
I know. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Oh. Nice, right? Speaking of Nashville, Ruby.
Yes, Jim.
Oh, Ruby. I think you should tell people why you think we do this.
Why I think we do this?
Yes, why we do. No, because you always do that good spiel.
Oh, okay. I was like, well, there are so many reasons why I do this. One, I do this for my sanity, so that I can still feel like I'm at Birdland every single Monday.
Exactly.
No, we do this for so many reasons. We do this because obviously we want to entertain you, but we're also doing this because for the time being, this is the only medium there is. And I do think that there is a light at the end of this tunnel, and it's coming soon. But for now, we need to stay strong, stay New York tough, mask up, and stay inside and watch theater from the comfort of your own home and your own living room, which is where I'm producing this show from every single week. So we always encourage tips, especially right now when actually Birdland is open, but when so many other venues are closed, movie theaters are closed, Broadway is dark, your local just place that you like to go for live music and entertainment is closed for the time being. Instead of paying a cover charge there, send your cover charge to us and to all of your favorite live streamers. There are so many to mention. I'll do my little spiel really fast. Us, Virtual Halston, Billy Stritch's show, Gabrielle Stravelli, The Early Set, Karen Mason, Julie Garnier, That One Thing. There are seriously so many different shows. And like I said, for right now, this is really all we have. So your tips mean the world to us. And that's also how we know that you want to keep seeing this show every single week, because we will be here for literally as long as you want us to be, until you're like, no more shower curtains, please.
Stop saying shower curtain.
Should I just,
Oh, look at the purple stars twirling. I mean,
that's your favorite part, isn't it?
Does it get any better than that? Yes, I agree with everything you said and couldn't have said it better. And by the way, Birdland has reopened.
Yes.
Birdland Theater is open. In fact, tomorrow night, Billy Stritch will be performing in a new Tuesday night series called Supper Club. And I went last week to the opening. You guys, it feels very uber safe. There are plexi little walls between each table. The place is spotless. Honestly, that's right. A jazz club is spotless. They redid the filter system, the HEPA filter, whatever you have to do, they have done to the max. And Billy's going to be doing a 60 to 75 minute show there every Tuesday. And it's really it's thrilling to be back in a room with live music. I mean, it's really great. I'm sure at some point we'll take this extravaganza there so that we can do it with a bit of a live audience. You can only have like 30 people. So it's a teeny tiny crowd, but it gives you the feeling, it gives you that New York feeling again. And it feels extremely safe. I wouldn't have gone. I would have sent my best wishes, but I didn't. I went, and it was really a terrific experience. So there. Let me tell you, our next guest. We were if we go on at 8 o'clock, at 7:59, we were texting her. What are you doing? What are you doing tonight?
Correction. I was texting her, and all I said was, "Are you wearing makeup?" And then I said, "It's an emergency." That's literally all I sent this next guest who
well, bless her. Evidently, she has some kind of knowledge about the show. She knows the producer and the host. She happens to be Ruby's mother. She happens to be my great, great, great friend. Ruby, do you want to say it with me, or will it screw up? Ladies and gentlemen, Victoria Shaw.
Hello. Happy Hanukkah. It's my Hanukkah bathrobe.
Because it's pajama cast party.
So Ruby texted me and she says, "Are you wearing makeup?" And I said, "No." And she said, I said, "Should I put some makeup on?"
Right.
Yes. And I just figured something happened and
something happened. Let me see. Oh no, you look really good.
Okay, I painted, I spackled and shellacked quicker than you can say. Oh, and I had these magnetic eyelashes. Thank God. I just like. I was wearing the same clothes I worked out in this morning.
Oh, so you were really looking good.
Yeah, and I still am below on Lululemoned out.
We don't need to know everything. A little cold shoulder never hurt anybody.
Well,
you look damn great.
I'll go away, but I want to say
my Lululemons on. That's what's really.
Oh, that's great.
Work out and sing a song.
You can. Have you met Ruby, our producer?
There's not a lot of people I would do this quickly for, except for you and the girl that I produced, because I produced her.
Oh, I get it. See how you did that?
Thank you.
Yeah. You'll be here all week.
I will go away.
My iPad, ready to watch your show. I just brought my new cat that I've had this relationship with into the house. I was about to and then, "Are you wearing makeup?" No.
Yeah. Well, now you are. You look fantastic.
Okay.
Thank you, Ruby. Thank you for making it all happen.
Thank you, Mom. By the way, I wanted to say I'm going to go away, but despite the fact that you were our last minute guest, people are very excited and commenting. We have Random Fandom Production says, "Wow, what a queen." And
I'd like to think that's about you.
And Carol Perry says, "Wow, she's attractive."
Oh.
Very sweet. You should have
Carol.
15 minutes ago. Not so much. And I got my little Hanukkah things going. We're all blue and white in this house.
Yeah, no, I see that, but I also see the damn Emmy. I don't see.
What? I have 2 kids. I couldn't just be one and let them argue about it.
What are there 2? There are 2.
This too.
Oh yeah, those are the ones Billy and I held when we were in Nashville. Yeah. Victoria's coming to us from Nashville too. By the way, that song "Pink" that you co-wrote is so beautiful and so great.
So proud of it. I really, really hope people go to komen.org/pink and check it out because we need as much support as possible. I'm really proud of it.
Yeah, and Erin's a doll. What a great singer, but a lovely, lovely human.
She is a lovely human. She's a star, and I love working with her, and just to see her blossom. And she's all of 20, and she's that good and that talented.
Wait, she's actually younger than Ruby?
Yep. Just turned 20 in October.
She said something about that, and I thought, oh, that was I misheard. That's really annoying.
Yeah.
No, she's a wildly talented girl, and as are you, my friend.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
How's everybody in Nashville? How's your mom?
She's good. She just came over for dinner. I made some dinner. I took her home. But yeah, it was great. She's very good. Thank you for asking. She's hunkering down. She's a hunkerer. she's a hunkerer from way back. But I'm grateful that she is.
Well, as I always say, when we do this live and in person at Birdland, Victoria Shaw has written every pop and country song ever. She has sold billions of records. She has like 100 Grammys. She did open for Garth Brooks when he played, I'm pointing because you can see Central Park is right over there. When Garth Brooks played Central Park and like 1 million people showed up, Vic was the opening act.
Yep.
What was that? Just take me through that, like right before you went on. Was there vomiting or what was?
No, I was really excited. But the one thing I did, I didn't realize how kind of nervous I guess I was nervous, but I was really excited. But he gave me, I think it was a 30-minute set or a 20-minute, whatever it was. I ended early.
Oh.
I got through my song and ended early. I probably could have done one more. And I remember walking up the stage like, I ended early? But your adrenaline is just pumping,
Is it too late to go? Because you could do one more.
I'll call him, see if I can just sing to him on the phone. Here's that song I was going to sing.
Remember? We could talk forever, but I want you to sing and play something fabulous.
Okay. Because there was no sound check and I have no idea how this is going to be. Ruby, I know you're listening. Because my other daughter went to sleep, so I can't have her hold the camera. I've got my computer up on a box on my piano, but I don't know if it would be too loud. So if at any point, Ruby, either you want to stop me or come on and say, play lower, I'll play lower.
I have a feeling it's going to be fine.
Oh, I think you're full of okay.
Well, there's that.
I don't know if it's going to overdo. I'll try to just don't worry about stopping me if it's sounding too cocky.
Okay.
Here's a Christmas song that I wrote because Jews love to write Christmas songs because that's what we do. Because we have nothing else to do on Christmas Eve except for eat Chinese and write Christmas songs. So I've written a lot of stuff, especially with my friend Jim Brickman and some other people. And this song I wrote with my friends Amy Foster, David's daughter, and my friend Gary Burr. And it is a samba Christmas song, which, as you know, we need more of. And here it goes. I hear Christmas time in Rio. It's sand and ocean indigo. So why don't we go? I hear Christmas time in Paris. It's creme brulee and a champagne kiss. Tell me who would miss us if we got on a plane and spent the holiday away. Baby, let's go. Don't say no. Pass the mistletoe and don't forget the stockings on the mantle. Who needs a tree? You and me. How sweet that would be. Celebrating intercontinental. round the world. I hear Christmas time in London is creme brulee and a champagne kiss. Tell me who would miss us if we got on a plane, spent the holiday away. Baby, let's go. Don't say no. Pack the mistletoe and don't forget the stockings on the mantle. Who needs a tree? You and me. How sweet that would be. Celebrating intercontinental. Celebrating Christmas round the world. Even Santa would agree. This exactly what we need. So why should we? Oh, baby, let's go. Don't say no. Pass the mistletoe and don't forget the stockings on the mantle. Who needs a tree? You and me. How sweet that would be. Celebrating intercontinental. Celebrating Christmas round the world. Celebrating Christmas round the world.
That's a great song.
Thank you.
I like it.
All right.
I like your voice even more. Your voice is, there is kind of no note you can't hit. What is that?
Oh, okay.
No, really, you just, you know how sometimes you listen to people belting and singing high and you're like, oh, I hope they make it. You never feel that way with you. Everybody always feels like if she's going for the note, it's there.
Yeah.
No, you sound gorgeous as always. And we have somebody somebody was there.
I was in front of by the stage when Garth was playing Electrical Fire above the back curtain. I kept pointing and telling Garth. It's funny. Even I don't remember that part.
I didn't know that either. And I was there. I was in the tent.
Were you?
Yeah, because I had booked him on that TV show, remember? And they invited me because Garth and I were going to be best friends for like a minute. That didn't happen.
How was it you were back there? That's amazing.
Isn't
Jim.
that crazy?
Yeah.
And they had huge HD screens, high def screens, which I had never seen.
Yeah.
And it was like looking out a window. It was so freakish. That and the great concert are the two things I remember. I don't remember the fire, but anyway.
Well, thank you. I'm reading all the comments. Thank you, Colin. I'm a big fan of yours. Big fan of yours.
Colin Mockery is a genius.
Yeah, and friends with Chip Eston, which obviously he knows very well. And thank you, Rick. I saw comments from Rick and Lisa Lambert and all these other. So thank you. This was fun. Totally unexpected.
I mean, of course, if you know me and Ruby, you just might need to keep the mascara handy on a Monday. You know, just keep it around.
I still would have been in a bathrobe for sure. I would have done it for you. This was fun.
Well, the show ended up being spectacular. So thank you.
Wonderful. Oh my gosh. Just, I mean, obviously James I've seen him and he's mind blowing. Julie, is that her? Could she just sing?
Debbie?
Debbie, sorry.
Yeah.
Every single day of my life, every single day.
Isn't that great?
That's amazing.
You could do Judy Garland Sings Country. You could do an album together. There's Jane Monheit.
Thank you, Jane. That's really nice of you. Thank you.
We did also get one more comment, Mom, from Colin. He says, I never cared for Chip.
Yeah, I know. Charles. Yeah, I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, please cheer wildly for Victoria Shaw, who can be seen on her TV show. Tell us where and when.
Right now you can see it everywhere if you download the All Arts TV app. All Arts TV app. But if you're in New York, go to the All Arts channel on your TV, and if you're in Nashville, do the same. But All Arts TV app on Roku, Apple TV, and you can see my songwriter TV show. I'm very proud of it. We're in the second season.
Great.
Did the second season. Kev Mo, Clint Black, Tommy Shaw from Styx. It's really fun.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Clint Black. I love Clint Black.
He's a good man and funny as hell. Really
Great.
fun.
Okay, I'll be watching.
Okay, and one more time, if you want to see that song for Susan G. Komen, go to komen.org/pink. Komen.org/pink. Please spread the word. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, my friend.
Bye.
Mwah. It's a pity we can't get any good talent on this show, isn't it? Last minute, really scraping the bottom of the barrel. Emmy, Grammy, Mac Award. I hear Jane Monheit laughing right now. Okay. I've known our final guest as long as I've lived in New York, which is like 30 years. He was a constant on our scene for decades, writing and performing and playing and hosting the best yearly birthday party. I guess the birthday party would be yearly. That's an absolute see and be seen party. It's really good. I'm very grateful that John Bucchino is joining us tonight.
Hello, my friend. Good
Grateful.
To see you. Yes.
You get it? I said grateful.
Let me write that down. That's a very good idea. Grateful. Hi.
Did you got the reference? You understood it?
Yeah. Took a minute.
John,
but
I have to say your lighting is as beautiful as any lighting I've seen on Pajama Cast Party.
well, thank you, my friend. It's a ring light that Anne Hampton Calloway and Kari gave me off to the side, and that's it.
I have 20 ring lights off to the side. I have everything, but my lighting doesn't look as beautiful as yours. When you were here, now you don't live in New York City anymore.
I am in. Look at the aloe vera behind me. I'm in Tucson. I'm living in Tucson, Arizona, where in fact Anne and Kari are living as well. They moved here a year and a half after I did, and brightened my world enormously.
Wasn't that a good thing when they showed up?
So good.
Brought a little New York to you. But when you were living here in New York, you were completely beloved as a writer on the cabaret and concert scene. But then you had what everybody hopes for. You got your show produced on Broadway.
That was weird. And wonderful. I never expected that. You know, when I first moved to New York, the reason I moved to New York, honestly, was that I had met Stephen Schwartz, who became my best friend, and Steve Sondheim, who became a friend and a supporter. And they liked my writing and said, "What are you doing in LA? You need to be in New York, and you should think about writing for theater," which I hadn't really considered before. And I didn't know anything about theater. In fact, I didn't know any of their shows. So I didn't know anything about them, except that they were big fancy, Broadway guys. And I think I knew, Corner of the Sky and Send in the Clowns. And that's really about it.
Right.
And suddenly, I couldn't get arrested in LA. Nobody was paying any attention to my music. And suddenly these big fancy people are saying, maybe come move to New York. And I thought, I think I'm going to go. And then fell into the most extraordinary, as you know, circle of artists and, writers and actors and those weekly parties at Liza's around the piano, which just blew the top of my head off.
I know. We did have a good bunch in the 90s. It was you and Daisy Prince and the Tonics and Billy Stritch and Billy Porter and oh God, it was, everybody was, there was so much good energy. Everybody was it was like the energy was bubbling because the careers were bubbling. Things were really either happening or about to happen.
Jason Robert Brown, when he was 19 and playing Tina for the Tonics.
Yes.
And we were like, this kid's very good.
I know.
Knew?
Scary,
oh my God.
Scary good.
Well, how lucky that we were to have had that. And to sort of fall in love with each other and with each other's work. And that's what I always didn't even know how much I missed it until I got it, which was to be part of a community of artists. And in LA, I wasn't at all. But in a way that was good too, because I wrote in a vacuum for 25 years. Virtually nobody paid any attention to my songs. And so I built up a rather large backlog, which is a good thing to have.
Well, you were coming to Cast Party in the very beginning when we were at the King Kong room. Look, there we are.
Oh my God, I love that room.
That's before I had ties.
That's while I had more hair.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think I had more hair. And it was very spiky. And that's our friend Dave Cause, the genius sax player. I love that picture of us. But you were...
Can I have that? Please send it to me. I would love to have that.
Of course. But you would come in and sit at the piano and play something new or something old. You'd play for people. I remember you played for Stephen Schwartz, who sang Corner of the Sky. Like, probably. Well, of course you did.
Well, the good thing, as I was saying, the good thing was that my something old was for everybody else something new. Because people haven't heard any of these songs that were sitting in a trunk for 25 years.
Well, you say, you talk about growing this family of friends in New York City. Your song, Grateful, that we're celebrating this year, there's a lyric in it that makes, when people say, what song makes you cry? I always say Grateful. Because of the lyric, in the City of Strangers, I have a family of friends.
I have something to tell you about that, my dear.
What?
That was not the original lyric.
What was the lyric?
I wrote the song, and it happened on a Saturday. I remember in 1995. I was vacuuming my tiny apartment, which didn't take very long because it was a studio apartment. And I found myself and this never happens, the sort of lightning bolt of inspiration that they say songwriters get. I wish I got it, but it doesn't. This time it actually did happen like it does in the movies. And I suddenly found myself sitting at the piano singing the chorus of Grateful. It was like, bloop, it just was there. And weeping. And I'm not a big crier, but it would just filled me up. And I thought, what is this? This is really important. Oh my God, what the hell is this? And then I had just the chorus for probably a month or more. And because I was like, it's too short, I have to finish it. I have to write more. But the chorus was so perfect that the idea of, knuckling down and conceiving of the rest of the song around this perfect jewel of a chorus was so intimidating that it took me a while to do it. And then on another Saturday, I said, okay, you're going to sit at the piano. My parental internal parent said, you're going to sit at the piano and you're going to finish this damn song before you even eat breakfast. And I did. But,
what was the original lyric?
Well, I'll tell you. So I thought, oh, this could work in the first show that I wrote was a series of short musicals. And I thought, oh, this song could end one of these short musicals that was urban myths.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the last myth was one that we created wasn't an urban legend or an urban myth. It was something that we created about. It was an AIDS myth with a miraculous healing. And I thought, oh, the guy who is miraculously healed could sing Grateful at the end. What a perfect, wow, that's great. So the original lyric was, because he had a partner, and it was there's a man here beside me, and he calls me his friend, no matter what. It was not a great lyric, frankly, and but it fit the show. And I happened to be having dinner that night with Art Garfunkel, as you do, and instead of meeting at the restaurant, I said, could you come over to my apartment first? I just finished a song and I think it's pretty good. I'd love to share it. He was like, sure. So he came over and I played him the song, and he leaned, I can visualize this. He leaned on the piano and I finished, and he said, what you want to hear Art Garfunkel say when you play him a song, which was, don't give that to anyone, it's mine.
Wow.
And then he said, but what's that lyric about there's a man beside me? And he called, you gotta change that and make it more universal. That's why I wrote In a City of Strangers, I've Got a Family of Friends.
Unbelievable.
Isn't that cool?
Well,
and then Art started immediately. He was doing a European tour in a couple of weeks, and he immediately started closing his shows.
Wow. Well, his recording of it is so gorgeous. So many cool people have recorded it. Billy Porter, Brian Lane Green, who else?
Campbell.
David Campbell.
Michael Feinstein, of course.
Michael Feinstein, gorgeous. That's a beautiful recording too.
Yeah.
Did Barbara cook? Okay, never mind.
Funny story about Barbara Cook. So she was singing it in her show in London and was bringing the show to the Carlisle. And her, remember Jerry Kravitz, her late wonderful manager.
Yeah, he worked with me too.
She sang several of my songs in various shows. And whenever she did, Jerry invited me to that wonderful opening night at the Carlisle where they give you free dinner and stuff. It's like great, because who could ever afford, really, frankly, not me.
Completely.
So he invited me to go, and I knew she was singing Grateful. And I had a first date with somebody somewhat famous that I'll tell you about later. I don't want to, out this person.
Was it Cher?
It wasn't Cher, no. And I thought, what an impressive date. I'll bring this guy to the Carlisle. We'll have a free dinner.
Right.
And then Barbara Cook is going to sing my song. How fancy am I? And this is going to really, I'm going to rack up major brownie points for this date. So we get there, we have a lovely dinner. She's singing. I'm thinking, when is she going to sing Grateful? She cut it from her show. She never sang Grateful at all. And then a few weeks later, Jerry invited me to a Carnegie Hall performance of Barbara Cook's. And he said, I'm sorry, we only have one ticket, but we'd love you to come. And it was on my actual birthday. So instead of doing something else on my birthday, I went to Carnegie Hall.
With friends, right.
With me, going, thinking, well, I'm sure they invited me because she's going to sing. I didn't ask, but I thought, of course she's going to sing Grateful. So I'm listening to the show. She says, they say they're not writing songs like they used to, but there are younger songwriters who are writing. And then she did Amanda McBroom's Ship Ball. And then it was a comedy routine. And then
God.
Then she said, there are so many things to be thankful for. I was like, okay, come on, of course. She sang Count Your Blessings. She did not sing Grateful. It was like Lucy with Charlie Brown. She just kept
just teasing you, like dangling the. Well, it's certainly been recorded by gorgeous, wonderful singers. And Grateful is having its 20-year anniversary The
Actually,
album,
not the
Grateful,
song.
which is so beautiful. That's right. And you're doing a virtual concert with some of the greatest names ever in the music biz.
Pretty cool. Yeah, including the aforementioned Stephen Schwartz.
Yes.
Who
Yes.
loves a particular song of mine. There on this virtual concert, there are 10 songs from the Grateful album, some of which were done by the actual artists who did them, and Hampton Calloway is doing In a Restaurant by the Sea, and Lois Sage is doing Temporary, and David Campbell is singing a different song than he did, but he's doing something, and Andrea Marcovici is doing Sepia Life, which you could die. It's incredible. Just extraordinary people. But this song that Stephen Schwartz wanted to do is actually from my It's Only Life musical and CD. It's called Love Quiz. And he, when I told him about this project, he said, if you don't let me sing Love Quiz, it's the end of our friendship.
Okay.
So it's like, well, if Twist My Arm, Stephen Schwartz, okay, you can be on.
Right. Ask him how that little show he wrote is doing. Wicked. Do people still talk about that?
Do you know the story of how if it weren't for me, there would maybe not be a Wicked?
Oh, yes, I did know that. But tell the people, because there are other people here.
And I want to mostly plug this concert.
Yes.
We do have time?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, the network's telling us we have to go.
Okay.
It just does.
I didn't know if there was an out time. I was doing a concert in Maui, always a good thing, with a singer that I worked with for years named Holly Near, a wonderful political singer. And this was a women's conference. Basically, it was a lesbian conference in Maui. And the woman producing it said, we'll fly you to Maui, we'll pay you well, and we'll put you in a hotel on the beach in Maui for a week. And you have to do one concert.
Right. It's terrible.
Sign me up, baby. So Stephen was working on Prince of Egypt at the time in LA, which is kind of a hop, skip, and a jump from Maui. And I called him up and said, look, I got this incredible gig last minute. We're going to Maui. I'll get a big, room with two beds and, come and hang out, and we'll hang out in Maui. So we did. And we were on a catamaran trip with Holly and her secret boyfriend, because at the time she was supposed to be a lesbian, but she was actually dating a man. But people at the conference couldn't know that. So he was dating somewhere else, and we were sneaking around. And we took a catamaran trip. On the catamaran, Holly said to us, and I can visualize it, I just read the most fascinating book called Wicked. And she told us about it. And Stephen, when we got back to shore, immediately called his lawyer and said,
wow.
Find out who's got the rights to this. I want to do it. He hadn't even read it. He was like, get me the rights. He thought it was the best title for, musical he'd ever heard, and the best concept. And he just immediately knew when Holly told us about it that he wanted to write it.
Oh my God, I love that story.
I was there
so really, if it weren't for you and Holly.
The moment of conception of Wicked. And then how weird for me to suddenly see it on buses and see it become, of course, the ridiculous
juggernaut. It's a juggernaut
that it has most deservedly become.
Okay, enough about Stephen Schwartz, because first of all, I want Stephen to do this show. I would love that so much. But this is about you, John.
Okay.
You brought us a clip from the Grateful 20th anniversary online concert.
I did.
I want to see it. Who is this?
Anything from this. And the way we put the concert together, I played the piano tracks, or in this case, I actually did a synth track, played and filmed my hands on the keyboards, which was great because I didn't have to look good. It was just my hands. And sent that to all these wonderful singers who then recorded themselves singing the vocal part while listening on earbuds or headphones, so that we then got an isolated vocal track which then I put the vocal track and my piano track into Pro Tools, a recording software, and mixed it like it was mixing an album. And then our friend Jessica Fischenfeld, who also sings brilliantly on the recording, but is great with video, melded everything together. So they're not lip syncing. It is actually the track of them singing, but it's just been gussied up a little bit.
This is Leslie Odom Jr.
This would be Leslie, unbelievable Odom Jr., who I didn't even know, but who is genius beyond anything, and the nicest guy in the world.
You saw him in Hamilton, people. You saw him in Hamilton.
I didn't see Hamilton, no.
But I'm telling the people, our viewers.
Oh, people, yes.
Yeah. In case they aren't all the way sure, he is an incredible recording artist. He has. I saw him in cabaret, and he was absolutely genius. Can we see this? Ruby, is there anything we need to know, John?
Well, just that I asked him if he would sing the song "Grateful," and he shocked me by saying, well, he knows the album. He said, I grew up with the album, which makes me feel 1,000 years old. And said, yeah, I could sing Grateful, but the song that I really want to sing, and I was like, what's he going to say, is A Powerful Man. And I was like, what, really? So he turned me on to Michael Kilgore, who actually sings Grateful. And Leslie sings what we're about to see, A Powerful Man.
Leslie Odom Jr. Play it, Ruby.
Lovely party, let's get us a drink. Listen, smarty, don't tell him what you really think. Think of your career and tell him what you think he wants to hear. My, but you're taciturn, now wouldn't you rather earn some brownie points saying the appropriate things? Suck up like a good little guest, praises in order, best to lay it on thick before the fat lady sings. I advise from first-hand experience that mighty old egos like his expect to be fluffed. So please unbite your tongue, sir, and while the night is young, sir, come up with something or your goose will be stuffed. Tell him he's eloquent, tell him his opinion has meant more to the masses than the prose of Gabron. Hang on his every word, pretend you have never heard a soul who is wittier, and try not to yawn. Yes, I know, you think he's an imbecile, but one mix from him could kill your corporate plan. Don't assume I mislead you, don't chew the hands that feed you. Swallow your pride, he's such a powerful man. You're choking on every syllable, but you can dish out the bowl if anyone can. Trust me, this way is better. Sure, there are Irish setters smarter than him, but he's a powerful man.
Oh God, it's so good.
Isn't he great?
Of course he's great. And you're great, John.
Thank you
for letting us celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Grateful album.
You need to tell people how to get tickets.
Oh, yeah, how?
You go to my Ruby, I don't know if you have it, but yeah.
There it is.
Couldn't be easier.
Ruby has everything.
And we're airing it, premieres on December 15th. When you buy a ticket, you can watch it through to December 31st. It's going to be up for 2 weeks. You can watch it anytime you like, as many times as you want. And on the 15th, immediately after, we're having a virtual cast party of our own.
Gosh, how fun.
A live gathering where you can come and see all the artists congratulate each other on how great they did.
How brilliant they are.
How brilliant they are.
Look, you're getting all kinds of applause from Lisa Lambert and from Audra. Thanks, Audra. And Rick. And Jessica. Beautiful work, Jessica. Jessica, you need to come sing. Hello. John, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
This was a blast, and I can't wait to watch the show.
Gosh, everybody was so good too. I had such
it was fun. It was
fun.
My
God, you got great people.
It's what we do. What can I say?
Wow.
Thanks, my friend.
Bye.
We'll see you soon.
Okay.
Thanks. I changed into my, oh, come on. This can be yours. Look, that looks good. I hear people laughing. Maybe the hood isn't the best idea for me. This is available on the Thank You, Ruby, in ye old gift shoppy. You can buy all the crap, all the ornaments, the T-shirts, the mugs, the shower curtains. It's all available. Yes, just throw it all up there. There it is, the Julie Halston, the caps. Did I say caps? Next week, we have a really, really fun cast party, pajama cast party. We are taking it back old school to some of the first people who helped us get this thing off the ground. There is Clea Blackhurst, Natalie Douglas, Julie Garnier, Gabrielle Stravelli, Billy Stritch. It's going to be really good. We might add one more. I just got an email today from somebody that might be joining us. So that's next week. And then the following week on the 21st, we're doing a very special Christmas show with my friend Patrick Cassidy, who runs the Studio 10 Theater in Nashville. What's happening in Nashville? A lot. And he does a Monday show called Studio 10 Talks. He's a wonderful talk show host and a Broadway singer. And he's, the Cassidys. They're nothing but charming. His brothers David and Sean and Ryan are well known to all of you. His mother Shirley Jones and his dad Jack Cassidy. Charm runs in the family. So look at that cast we have going on. It's going to be really fun. Squiggs, Justin Squiggs Robertson has been madly doodling at his desk, and I think it's maybe time. Ruby, can we see something?
Yes, this might be one of my favorites. Thank you.
Put on my magic glasses.
Okay,
Yes.
Here we go.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh God, it's good.
So he wanted me to note that he added a menorah, obviously, because Happy Hanukkah. And then
That's nice. Yes.
added Pink for the song Pink.
Oh man, that is great. Squigs, how do you do it? Wait, was that a screen behind John of? Oh, it is. Look, there's John in the lower left with the screen with Leslie. Oh, get it? So great. I love that we're snowmen. That's
Squig,
maybe my
thank you.
favorite
Here's
thing.
your website. His website is always down below for every single episode. Please, the holiday season is coming up. I cannot stress this enough. Support small and support local. I'm trying to do that with like over half of my Christmas gifts. Obviously sometimes we can't. We have to order from the Amazon or from one of the larger businesses, but everybody loves a personalized gift, especially theater lovers right now when Broadway is on a long intermission. Who wouldn't love an original drawing from Squigs? I mean,
I've done that. I've given Squigs drawings to friends of mine, people that have gotten married. Oh my gosh. I mean, talk about a hit. It's a hit. It's an incredible gift. If there's somebody on your list that you're like, God, they kind of have everything. They don't have a Squigs. And he's so much fun to work with. And last week he sang, which was extra good.
Can I just say that he's one of the sweetest people on the planet? I mean,
you can say that.
Okay, well, he's one of the sweetest people on the planet. And I have so enjoyed getting to know him more by doing these weekly shows with you. So I just can't thank him enough for everything that he's done for us.
I know. What a gift he gives us every week. So here's the deal. We're going to go away now because it's 9:45 and it's time. But follow us on here, subscribe down there. I love doing that. Subscribe, share. If you share right now to your Facebook page, your friends will be able to watch the whole thing. I think that might be a good idea. And God, thank you. I was looking at the Venmo and PayPal. You people are so generous. Thank you again. Thank you. It's just making such a difference and giving us a chance to be able to bring you this. I mean, really, the talent tonight. Every week, it's just almost rude how talented these people are. Thank you all very much. Stay safe. Have a happy holiday. Thanks for watching Pajama Cast Party. To follow us on YouTube, just hit subscribe. Click on that little bell and we'll keep you updated on future shows. You can also follow us on Instagram at Jim Caruso's Cast Party. The end.